Hi everyone, welcome to Kindred Community Farm Sanctuary for another Wednesday 12 o'clock live. These have been so fun for us to do, introduce you to all our animals, and the animals that we haven't done yet are our horse herd. So I really would like to spend a lot of time with them and share with you some of their story and lots about them. We've got some fun stories. I am Karen Denroach, the founder and director of Kindred Farm. And behind the scenes, we have Chelsea Stevens. She's doing the camera.
Hello.
And she is going to help. If you have any questions, she's going to forward them to me, and I'll answer them for you. And also, maybe you can let us know where you are. That's really fun too. We've had people from all over the world check in with our live Facebook feeds. So let's get started. We have got the handsome badger right here. And also let Chelsea know if you can't hear me. We were going to try to do a Bluetooth, but it's not working. So let her know if you can't hear me, and I'll talk a bit louder. When we do these live feeds, I have something in mind that I really want to do with everybody. But what happens here is, especially at a farm sanctuary, because we really know our animals really well, and we can tell if they kind of don't want to do something, even though we've got it planned, and we're not going to force them. So we'll see if what I have planned actually happens. It's not happening right now. So we've got Badger here. He is 15 years old. I'll let you focus on him while I talk. He's 15 years old. He is a quarter horse, and we got Badger in 2012. Badger is our very first animal rescue when we just started our farm. And there's a funny story with getting Badger. When I first had the idea to start a farm sanctuary that worked with children and people that have experienced trauma, I had it in my mind that we would never get a horse, ever. That was not going to happen. They're too big, they're too expensive. We'd have to get, a big property, and I didn't want to ride horses at all to do with a farm sanctuary. So, lo and behold, our very first rescue is a horse. So the moral of the story is never say never, and I have to say that I get kind of emotional because Badger, he's just made my life so fantastic. He's such a cool animal, and I'm so glad we have him. Right, Badger?
Hi, Joy. Joy just joined in and she said it is a little hard to hear you.
Okay.
So Joy, just let us know if it's any better.
All right. So we're just hanging out with Badger. He's our very first rescue, and he is eating out of a hay net right now. This has become a bit more popular with people that have horses. It replicates, if you zoom in with his eating, it replicates the mouth action of pulling grass out of the ground. It's really good for their muscles, their jaw muscles.
Gonna give us the close-up, hey Badger.
And it helps them to slow down with the eating of the hay. And we put the hay bags all over our property, which is what I want to plan. I wanted to plan to show you where we put them all so that they have to walk to get their food, which is really good, obviously, for their hoof care. We had a chiropractor come by a couple times now to look at our horses, and he didn't like that we were hanging the nets up high. This is what we were doing. We were worried that the horses would step in them and get their feet caught. He didn't like that when they pull them, they kind of jerk their necks. And so the chiropractor was like, he didn't like that. And you know, it's not a movement that they would do in the wild. So so we're putting them down lower. But the other thing that we have to do with his suggestion is we've got to anchor them on the bottom.
Oh.
And we haven't got to that yet.
So they're not swinging up with their bites.
Yeah.
Okay.
So just keep it on the ground. And so what Badger's done, he's so smart, he's opened up the top. So it's a lot easier. So Badger is a quarter horse. He came to us from a horse rescue, Tara, and she found him at the Fraser Valley auction, which is not a good place for horses to end up if they have any health issues. People that want horses to ride are going to pass the horses by that have health issues, and they are actually going to head to slaughter. The kill buyer is just waiting for those horses that don't get bought up. So Badger has issues with his hoofs, so he was at risk of going to slaughter. Tara fell in love with him, rescued him, and then Tara did fall in love with him, but because he's not able to be ridden, she felt that he wasn't getting enough interaction and care, so she asked us if we would take him. And that's how we got Badger. Badger has very bad navicular in both his front feet. He was ridden at too young an age. He was just a baby, and it ruined the bones in his feet. But we don't feel sorry for him because we don't ride him here, and he gets really good health care. He's not even on any pain meds. Aren't you, Badge?
That's amazing.
Yeah, he's doing really well. What else can I tell you about Badger? He's handsome. He gets these beautiful streaks in his hair in the summer from the sun.
Oh yeah, look at that. Natural highlights.
Oh yeah, I get quite jealous. We do have fly masks for our horses, but the flies weren't that bad. It's not that hot out here today, so if they do get bad, we're going to put a fly mask on Badger. Badger's super friendly, very social, loves people, and whenever we have a visitor here or we're running our program, he is the first animal to come up and say hi.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Our animals get socialized and they get used to having people fooling around them, and we try to get them to experience all sorts of different sounds, so a lot of things won't startle them. And I don't know if you heard earlier, but we had a siren go by. We're right by a fire station, and these guys don't even blink. They're like, okay.
They're used to that.
They're
That's
used
awesome.
to that.
Jay says Badger is so smart, he knows how to open gates.
Oh, wouldn't that be fun if we could show that, Jay? Yeah, we have to put Badger-proof locks on our gates. He's got such great lips that he can open things with these lips. And he's so smart. Well, Badger, how about if we go check on Secret? All right? Would be good? All right, we're going to see if we can find Secret. We have 4 acres here at the farm. And our horses are in what we call as a Paddock Paradise. And if you Google that, you'll see what that's all about. But basically it replicates the trail system that horses create when they're in the wild. So our horses are able to choose where they want to be during the day, and they've got access to all sorts of different areas. And that's what I really wanted to show you today, but they're not really traveling much on the trail. So we're gonna go find Secret.
All right.
Here's another hay net. Again, that's to get them moving around. Too bad we couldn't show you also. The horses jump over this log. Yeah, it's so great to see them enjoying the property. There she is.
Marilyn said she's enjoying having lunch with Badger.
Oh, isn't that great? So Secret, what she's done is she's decided to forget about the hay nets, and she's finding some grass that's grown up overnight, I think, because I have to tell you, this field is pretty bare because of our cows and horses.
Yeah.
But she's finding some, isn't she?
She is.
Hi, Secret. Wow, I don't see a lot of grass on the ground there.
I know.
You don't need lawnmowers when you have cows and horses. And what's so cool about horses and cows is this is what they live off of. And they are about 1,000 pounds. So, plants are good for us, for animals and people.
Mm-hmm.
Secret is a thoroughbred. So she looks a lot different than Badger in her shape. She's much more streamlined. And the thing, well, I know with show horses, I think it would be the same with the riding industry, is they get shaved, the thoroughbreds, and they don't get their coats growing in. So here, if you had seen her in the wintertime, she had this beautiful long coat, which she has shed now in the summer. And she's just got this beautiful coloring, doesn't she?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's beautiful.
We've had her for 2 years. I think she was at the racetrack for 2 years, and then she needed to be rescued. I guess she wasn't racing fast enough. Secret. Which isn't her fault.
Yeah.
So then she went into being a brood mare, which is having babies that are going to race. So we don't know how many babies she's had. Then after that, she needed to be rescued again, and she ended up with Tara, who had rescued Badger. And she went to a family, and then the family wasn't able to take care of her, so she went back to Tara, and then we got her. So she's had quite a few different homes. And I think it's going to take her a while to feel like, okay, finally, this is my forever home. Because she's only been with us for 2 years. We recently lost one of our boy horses, Chase. And so Secret and Badger have really bonded together. And we've been waiting to see if another horse is going to come our way, or, you know, maybe it's going to be a different animal. But we don't rush it. We try to really get an animal that's really going to fit in here.
Chandra's asking, how did Secret get her name?
Good question. She came to us with that name. I don't know if that was her racing name. I know that you can Google Badger and he will come up. His name is Duster Sand Badger, and you'll see his lineage. I don't think we can do the same with Secret unless we knew another one of her names. So I don't know.
It's a secret.
It's a secret. So let's see what she's up to. I don't know if you can zoom in, but we've got somebody visiting Badger.
Let's see.
One of our cows.
Peanut. Oh, there comes another one.
Clover. All right. And then Secret is oblivious. She's doing her own thing. Horses like to forage for 18 hours a day. So that's another cool thing about Paddock Paradise is we do it differently than some horse stables where the horses get fed 2 or 3 times a day. These guys can eat all day long if they want. And some people are worried that they're going to be obese. And we found the opposite. They're in really good shape. And I think, I have to look at the science behind that, but see the small amount she's getting? So if you fed her a whole bunch of hay in a trough, it would be finished in what, 20 minutes? So this is almost maybe like people that we're told to have smaller meals. So maybe this is the same thing.
Got to work a little bit harder for it.
Yeah, work a little bit harder. She has to move. This is our back field, and over to your right, we've actually got a forest area. And I didn't open up the gate because I was hoping that the horses would go to the front field. That was my plan. But it's not happening. We have a really nice forest back there. I wonder if I could encourage them to go to the front field. We have a few more minutes. Oh, I won't be able to. The cows are over there.
The cows are not allowed in the field.
No, our front field isn't cow-proof. We are just leasing this property, and we go year to year. So we don't want to spend a lot of money fixing the fences. What we do though, is we get this fabulous temporary fencing over here. They come in panels. They're $99 or $89 each, I should say. And people are donating a panel, and then they get a plaque on it. And that's really been helping us because we don't want to spend money on the existing fencing.
And those are cow-proof.
Those are cow-proof and
And
horse-proof.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind getting a few more of the panels if anybody is interested. You can go on our website, and they are $89. So you can see Badger's neck motion right now. See if he does it. Yeah, so that is what the chiropractor didn't like. So if I was able to attach the bottom of the hay net, he wouldn't be able to do that. Yeah, so let me see if I can fix it a bit.
Sure.
All right, Badge. Let's see, I don't know. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna fix it, but. It's so nice to spend time with horses, not riding. It's kind of almost like you get to be a horse. And you get to see their natural behavior as much as possible on a farm. And they get to decide if they're going to interact with you, or if they maybe want to go in the horse shelter to have a nap. So you really get to know them really well. We have volunteers that come in the morning. They have cleaned this whole area up. Even our fields get mucked.
Wow.
So it's pretty clean.
It's awesome. It is very clean
Love
out here.
our volunteers. We've got an opening right now for animal care for Monday morning. It's 9 to 11 in the morning. And we do all the training. You don't have to have experience with farm animals. And I don't know if our volunteers are still here. They might give the horses lunch. I'm gonna go check.
Sure. We'll hang out with Badger. Where is Badger off to? Go find Secret now.
They already had lunch.
Oh,
They had an early lunch today.
all fed.
These guys get nutrients in their breakfast, lunch, and dinner. A little extra help with some of their health issues. One thing that we've really found has worked with horses is golden paste. It's a turmeric paste that we make, and the horses get 1 teaspoon twice a day.
Wow, that's it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Powerful stuff.
Yeah, and it's actually for people. The recipe is actually for people. So can you imagine how much a person would have? Maybe 1/8 of a teaspoon.
We're all gonna hang out together now.
We try to make sure there's lots of hay around if there's not enough grass, so that everybody shares.
No, Badger's checking it out.
Yeah, see, yeah. And he's decided, no, I'm going to eat some grass. So this is nice.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there we go. So after they've eaten, I'm pretty sure there's going to be a siesta time. For me also.
Sounds wonderful.
Yeah, I think so. And then we start our animal care shift again at 3 o'clock.
Where are you going?
All right. So that's it.
That's it.
I think 1 more minute.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna do live Facebook again next Wednesday, 12 o'clock. We thought we'd start again with the birds, but change it up.
Okay.
We're gonna do it differently than we did last time. And then I thought it would be fun if maybe a different day of the week we did behind the scenes.
Ooh.
That's your baby.
Oh.
Came to say hi. Girl, do you want me to get those flies?
Okay. Well, thanks everyone for joining us.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye from Secret and Badger over there.
Yeah.
Have a great day.